Hello, everyone. Today is Monday, November 6th, and tomorrow is Election Day, Tuesday, November 7th. So I thought I would come on and just go over a couple things in case you have any questions for me or are wondering what some of the issues are. Most of our residents in Darby do know what the issues are, because all you have to do is go out your front door and look around. There are 5 positions for council, 1 position for mayor, and 1 position for tax collector that are on the ballot tomorrow. Out of those 5 council positions, only 1 person is being challenged, because everyone else doesn't have an opponent. No one ran against anyone in the 1st ward or the 3rd ward. In the 2nd ward, Janice Davis is the council person, and John Metz ran against her in the primary in May, and he won significantly. However, Janice, for some reason, is desperately trying to hold on to the seat. For some reason, I don't know. So she's trying to confuse the voters, and she's mounting a write-in campaign against Mr. Metz. That should never happen in Darby, where we have council positions where no one runs except the incumbents. It doesn't give the voters a choice. And that's one of the reasons why I'm running for mayor again. Most of you know that I was the mayor from 1998 to 2006, when Helen Thomas beat me. And I stayed back for 12 years, and I didn't interfere. I let her do her job, and I look around, and our town has rapidly declined. It seems as if we have normalized things that shouldn't be normalized. We raise taxes every year. We don't have a police department that is conducive to the needs of our community. It's not the police department's fault, it's the elected officials' fault, because we don't staff the police department with full-time officers. We need to staff it with full-time officers so they get to know our residents and we get to know them, who they are. That doesn't happen now because we hire part-time officers fresh out of the academy. They're here for a year or 2, they get their experience and they leave. Who can blame them? Who would want to stay here without having benefits, putting your life on the line? There's a lot of things that need to be changed here so we can have a good community, a good, safe community that we can live in, retire in, and raise our children in. There is much more to being a council person than just having a rec center. And that seems to be the goal of the current administration. I don't think they realize that if we don't fix the town, we're not going to have a rec center. Our town is historic. It is very, very old. We have homes. Some homes have been here since the 1700s. Most of our homes have been here since the late 1800s. They're over 100 years old, including mine. Mine was 1903. And with that, we have a lot of problems. We have streets that need to be repaved. We have streets that have significant sinkholes. The reason why they have significant sinkholes is because our sewers are not adequately maintained. And they're cracked, they're broken, they're antiquated. So when the water leaks out, it undermines the ground underneath, and that creates sinkholes. We also have a lot of springs here, underground springs. We're not paying attention to the real things that contribute to the quality of life of our town. We're worrying about having dinners, free dinners, at the rec center. That's crazy. When you have buildings that are collapsing, we have homes that are collapsing. Speaking of homes, we have approximately 1,000 1,000 empty, abandoned homes. Show me a town other than Centralia, Pennsylvania, which is abandoned, that has that many homes that are abandoned and empty. That's our tax base. When you have officials who are on council and don't have a clue as what taxes are and what they go for, and they don't pay their taxes, then how can they govern and make rash decisions about your town? This is crazy. I've never seen anything like it. They consistently raise our taxes. Well, what chases our residents out of here? High taxes. We can't afford the high taxes. We've got senior citizens that have to make a decision, should they buy food, pay for their prescription medicine, or pay their taxes. No one should ever be put in that position. We don't collect the 1% earned income tax from people who work here and should pay it. That was instituted in 1994 so we could effectively reduce the real estate taxes and put less of a burden on the residents. But have they done that? I think we reduced the real estate taxes maybe twice back when I was in office, and I think that was when I was on council. That's not good. That's not good. So I just want to encourage you to come out to vote tomorrow. Tomorrow is very important. We have 6,000 people registered to vote in this town. And in May, a little bit over 500 came out. We should not allow 500 people to make the decisions for a town that has almost 12,000 residents with 6,000 of us registered to vote. That's not acceptable, because people fought and died for us to have the right to vote. And we just don't even take care of it. We don't even pay attention to it. We just think, what's my vote? My vote doesn't count. Well, yes, it does. Because in the primary, I won the election by 4 votes. 4 votes. But then 34 absentee ballot votes came in from St. Francis Nursing Home, which is now under investigation. And that caused me to lose by 18 votes. Hopefully the district attorney will prosecute the individuals that signed the absentee ballots for those residents at St. Francis Nursing Home who could not make the decision to vote. Someone else made that decision. And because of that, we are now in a general election that should have been decided in May, but it wasn't. So we have to make a difference. We can't sit back and not do anything anymore. We can't sit back and have voter apathy. We must make the decisions for our town. And in order for us to make the decisions for our town, we have to get up, take 10 minutes out of our day tomorrow, and go to our polling place. Please, go vote. Just go vote. If we don't vote, we're going to be stuck in the same situation that we are right now, with abandoned homes, high crime, houses falling down, streets caving in, sewers leaking all over the borough, a budget that should have been decided already to where they're going to raise our taxes again this year, and we don't know anything about it. Everything's hidden behind closed doors because the current officials don't realize that everything that happens in a town is public record, and we, the residents, have the right to know everything about our town. So please go vote. I'm going to take us on a little tour right now of the town just to remind you this is what we're voting on. Okay. This is, I can't flip the camera around. All right. This is 1018 Lawrence Avenue. It's got broken windows. The house is literally crumbling. You can see a hole right into the basement, right through the foundation. We've allowed this to happen. This has been like this for, I don't know, 5-6 years. This is just one. Okay, this is the 600 block of Main Street. This home is burned out shell. You can see the sky through the roof, and this is about to fall. This is the bottom of 2nd Street. This is Darby Borough property. This used to go all the way around back to Damon's Lane. And cars would be able to come down here and swing back, but now it's a forest. No one takes care of this. Now, this right here was approximately 6 feet high in weeds until community service came in and we chopped it down as best as we could. This home has definitely fallen down and has been like this for years. There's even a tree growing out of the side of it. This was on fire many, many years ago, and no one has done anything about it. And the people who live next door have a beautiful home, and they're attached to this. Doesn't have a roof, doesn't have a side wall or a back wall. This is 106.